Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh. And today we have an awesome Walking Dead video for you. 10 characters that only appeared in one episode, but left an impact.
Yeah, guys. So these are some really good characters that we saw in only one episode. They left an impact, meaning on other characters, future storylines, how other characters starting to act, kind of like the dictatorship a little bit. But we kind of went back through here and kind of remembering some of these old ones. And it's just been so long since we've seen some of this stuff. That, yeah, it brought some really cool things to light.
If you guys have watched other videos that we've been in, we've talking about previous episodes, like I have a terrible memory, guys. Absolutely terrible. We went over this before the video started here, and I think I remember a good portion of them. There's a couple of them I don't, and we'll start off with the first one that I do not remember, and that is Patrick.
Yeah, guys. So Patrick, if you remember him, he was one of the Woodbury townsfolk that came to live in the prison at the start of season 4. He was a likable character, very friendly. I think even Carl kind of reached out to him a little bit, kind of with a little open arms a little bit. He was kind of naive. Of course, he's a kid, but unfortunately, he did die due to the virus that was going around, and he reanimated and started attacking the cell block, and then chaos just ensued in the prison.
He was the first one.
Yeah, he was the
first one in a shower, though?
He was in the shower.
That's right.
He was in the shower,
So
yeah.
I do remember bits of it, but yeah, guys, it wasn't like this iconic character, but someone that, one episode that you kind of remember.
Yeah.
And I don't remember this one, but there are some that I do.
Yeah. So the next one is Tomas.
This one I do.
You remember this one, guys.
Yeah. So this one, obviously one of the prisoners that they ran into, and Rick, it just seemed from the minute he met this guy that there was tension between them two.
Yeah.
Tomas didn't want him there. Rick wasn't sure if this dude being a prisoner was evil or not.
Yeah. I think it was also like a power struggle. It seemed like Tomas wanted to run the prison. Now Rick is coming in and he's like, no, this is my prison, man. Yeah. But, of course, Rick's personality, at first he's like, we're not here to take over, but if you're going to get in my face and act like this, then I may have to step in.
Yeah. And step in he did with an axe to the head.
Just to the dome. Yeah, dude, it was so good. But I think it left a really good impression. I wouldn't say good impression, but you can kind of see where it was starting to get Rick to really become the leader. He was really starting to take that drive and that role of, okay, I'm the leader. I'm going to keep everybody safe and do what I have to do.
Well, and it was about making snap decisions, too.
Oh, yeah.
This one was a hairline, just boom, a decision right off the bat that he was going to make no matter what. You kind of got the feeling, okay, at some point, Rick's going to distinguish this guy.
Yeah. I mean, Tomas tried to kill Rick. He tried to push one of the walkers onto him. Yep. Stuff happens. Yep. It was cool, though. We really like Tomas. We all know Georgie. We saw Georgie, the mysterious group in season 8, and we know that Maggie went to her, and we'll find out more coming up in season 10B or season 10C in the extra episodes. But she was a very interesting character, along with her two protectors, I should say.
Yeah, she was
Hilda and Midge
helping other communities as she travels, collecting records.
Yeah,
really interesting character. Definitely looks like a comic book character. Governor Milton. Yeah, we initially thought that was her.
Yeah,
but yeah, can't wait to see more of her, and I hope we get more than just the season C.
Yeah, definitely, guys. So next is Carter, and we may have to do a video on the best opening sequences of The Walking Dead, because this was one of the best ones where it was it was they were moving the truck and they had all the walkers in this deep ravine or whatever. And Carter was one where he was an Alexandrian, and he never really accepted Rick. He thought Rick was just a man who was trying to start trouble, who wanted to take over, and Alexandria was this peaceful community until Rick came.
I remember the one iconic Rick moment where he's caught Carter saying something.
Yeah.
Devising a plan with two other people, and Rick comes in and says, I think it's something like, do you realize who you're dealing with?
Yeah. Do you think we're going to let you take this from us?
Just that line of him saying, do you realize who you're dealing with? To me, that was a no shit moment for Rick.
Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting. I love seeing that, to where how Rick kind of, works with other people, and if those people don't like him, Rick's kind of like, all right,
This
man.
dude cowered down like a sick puppy.
He did. But then unfortunately, he was bitten, and Rick actually did put him down when he was bitten. So yeah, he was a cool character just for one episode. Here's another one. I think this is the one that also Josh didn't really remember. Is
Nope.
Zach. Zach joined the show in season 4 premiere, 30 Days Without an Accident, and he started, he joined the salvage crew. He started a romantic relationship with Beth, and that was something that Beth kind of needed. She needed something to take her mind off of, what happened, with the farm and, just everything. But unfortunately, he didn't last long. During the when they were scavenging the big spot kind of grocery store, Bob was kind of getting in trouble. That's where he stole the alcohol.
That's right. That's where he stole the alcohol.
Yeah. When the roof collapsed in the big spot, there was walkers, and he got bit, and yeah, he died.
Yep.
So, and it wasn't good for Beth.
No.
Too much tragedy for her. So this next one, guys.
This next one is awesome, and that's Paula. We get introduced to her during our was it after the satellite?
It was a little bit after
the satellite. So after our crew had annihilated Negan's people in the satellite, Carol and Maggie
were
had
captured by her.
Yeah, were captured by her outside of the satellite.
Outside of the satellite.
That's right. And the scenes between her and Carol and Maggie were amazing. Yeah,
she was really cool. I mean, she was a savior lieutenant. She was very sadistic, and we really hadn't seen that with like a female character being that kind of ruthless. And of course, being a savior, she was all in.
Yeah, it made me, want to know more about her and see her in her normal role within Negan's ranks.
Yeah.
Because this was like a female Simon, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not not as ruthless as Simon, sadistic, but like she played mind games with Carol. She read Carol pretty well.
She did. She
up until
really
the end,
did.
I think.
Yeah, up until the end. I think Paula got bit, and she was killed. But she was a cool character that we wish we would have got more, because I think it would have worked.
Like, she was going to kill him. And there was no turning back for her. Like, she knew, you couldn't convince her otherwise, that she was going to kill Maggie and Carol.
Yeah, she was going to. Another cool character, Guillermo from the Vatos. Yeah, so he was a leader of the Atlanta group that kidnapped Glenn in season 1, Vatos. Rick, Daryl, and T-Dog hunted them down. And, they wanted guns, and they found out that they were taking care of, elderly people, because they were working in a hospital or an elderly center.
They made you feel like this group was an enemy. And in the end, it just turned out that they were helping these elderly people. And it was really sweet of them. But all right, guys, the next one is Dave. And we've met Dave in the episode titled Nebraska, Our Home State.
That's right.
And it was fresh off of, I think, the fire at the farm. No, it was fresh off of the Walker scene.
Yeah.
And not Eugene.
Herschel.
Why am I blanking? Thank you.
Herschel was very upset.
Herschel's upset.
Drinking.
Leaves. Yeah. They find him drinking at this bar, and that is where they're encountered by another group. 2 men are from that group. Yep. It's always been interested. A lot of people have said that was Negan's group.
Yeah, not really sure. Yeah, but a lot of other kind of things came out of that with Dave and Tony. We're mentioning Nebraska in the center of the country.
Shipments going to Nebraska.
Shipments going there. We were thinking maybe did they come across CRM at some point, since now World Beyond was based out of Omaha? Was it just another group? Was it? I don't know. I mean, we really don't know. They didn't go into it, but it was kind of speculation going around once World Beyond came out. People even us were referencing this scene. Were they talking about CRM in the middle of the country? Yeah,
because initially, I think we had a video prior to doing the Nebraska video that we didn't truly know if there was much information that Dave gave when he was talking about Nebraska. And then after viewing it again, yes, he actually did. The fact that they were using train routes to ship supplies into Kansas and Nebraska area. Really is telling when it comes to CRM being in Omaha of all places.
Yeah, for sure. So really cool character, but Rick dealt with both Tony and Dave very quickly. So, yeah.
Yes.
Nebraska is very nice. So next, guys, is Duane Jones. And now you're thinking, well, what impact did Duane Jones have? Well, he had a very huge impact. That's with Morgan. But seeing him in one episode, there's been many speculations that he could still be alive. There was speculation that he was possibly the mask guy. That turns out to be a different character now. But that would have been cool if it was him.
I mean, we pretty much get confirmation from Morgan that his son was killed.
According to Morgan.
But again, you could make an argument that maybe Morgan, being mentally unstable, thinks he saw his son get killed,
right.
or wanted to feel like his son has gotten killed.
Yeah. No real confirmation.
No.
But as far as we know, he's dead. But there's just been many other things. I think I saw another speculation of in one of the season 10 or season 11 trailers showing the Commonwealth soldiers. They show one of the soldiers, a black soldier, and they were like, "Ooh, would this be crazy if this was Duane Jones?"
And they mixed up the Michonne
storyline. That'd be crazy.
The only problem with that is we
son.
have Morgan, hundreds, thousands miles away. I mean,
and guess who else isn't there? Rick isn't there to recognize him if he even could.
Yep.
So there's no one else that knows about Duane Jones, so it wouldn't really work. But I mean, he played a very memorable role. It was really good, and we just hope that if he is alive, maybe sometime more can get with him.
It was definitely a time where the series was amazing, absolutely amazing, and obviously the first episode. But I mean, it's good now. But
yeah. So number 1, guys, is Eastman.
One of my favorite episodes.
Oh, it was so good. And there have been rumors that they could maybe use Eastman in one of the Tales of the Walking Dead.
Nice.
That would be cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eastman only appeared in one episode, as we said. He had a huge impact on Morgan during season 6, and what led Morgan to not want to kill, to kind of
all life is precious.
All life is precious, to get away from being the monster that he turned into. But just his life teachings and also how to fight. That's Morgan is still using that to his day. His best weapon is his stick, but now he has a blade on it.
Aikido?
Aikido. I believe it's called Aikido. Yeah. I don't think I have it listed here, but I think it's Aikido. Yeah.
Aikido, I think.
Aikido, yeah. And he had the Art of Peace book, which we actually got that book in one of our Walking Dead supply drop boxes, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And guess who was the last person reading that book?
Rick?
Nick from Fear.
Oh shit, that's right.
He was reading it before he died.
He was reading it literally before he died. Spoiler alert if you have not seen that yet.
Yeah, too late now.
Yeah.
But but he was awesome. Unfortunately, he was bitten by a walker and he was killed, but he left Morgan with a sense of balance, with wisdom, and Morgan is still using it to this day.
He was a great guy, man.
He was great. And
I really loved the character, and the actor that portrayed him was amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Again, it's one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
And one that I typically will go back and watch just because the format, everything, it was great.
Yeah, it was really good. So let us know what you think of this list, guys, and let us know how you felt when you saw these characters. Did it leave an impact on you? Kind of wondering, how great they did in the episode, how they maybe changed some of our characters' personalities, perspectives. All of them did in some sort of way. And I think the only ones that were left to mystery was the Vatos. Let us know what you think. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.